Theo again. I'm back. Was just talking about last video I ended it with Super Street Fighter, Ultra Street Fighter 2 that was announced because it was short. I talked mostly about the Switch's hardware, its controller, and how I like the idea of HD. This is terrible. I like the idea of HD. Damn it! I like the idea of the HD Rumble. I think it's a good idea. I think a lot of people have seriously kind of underestimated how cool HD Rumble can be. They went HD Rumble. What is that? No. I think HD Rumble is a good idea. I also talked about how, yeah, vibrators and dildos have had something like HD Rumble for a while, so I'm not sure why it took video games so long to do it, but whatever. So, I ended with Ultra Street Fighter 2. What I do want to talk about fighting game wise was actually ARMS. Another game they introduced that played like it was a Wii game where motion controls are what they want you to do. However, you don't have to use them. It was announced that you can use regular old button controls to play ARMS. It's a fighting game in which everybody has stretchy spring-like arms and like boxing gloves at the end of each one of them. From what I'm seeing, it's a lot more in-depth than just because all they showed was they didn't show the button presses, but they did show that you punch your arm in a punching motion with each controller, with each Joy-Con in hand to have it punch. And if you twist your arm around while punching, it'll do a curved punch. Lifting both up will block. Speaking of block, this is an annoying level with blocks. It looked like a fun fighting game, and looking at it, looking at more videos of it, it looks very, very in-depth. Oh, are you kidding me? More of this shit? It looks more in-depth than a lot of people are giving it, just because it looks cartoony, it looks silly. So I can't really blame them if they feel like it's not going to be a very good fighting game. But if you watch people play it, especially at the Tokyo event, where they get more into it, you would see that it's actually a lot more in depth than what it looks at first glance. And I'll probably end up getting ARMS. It has an online mode. Graphically looks very well done. You can definitely tell that it kind of looks like it's running on the same engine that Pokken was, but with better lighting. Anywho, ARMS looks great. It does look like a more in-depth fighting game than people are giving it credit for. Sorry, sniffles. Oh, what the are you kidding me? Sorry, got distracted by the level. In ARMS, silly name, looks like a great game though. However, a game I would like to play, because it's a game I've done recording for. I love, of course, it's Splatoon 2. It got announced there, and while we didn't see the gameplay of it at the main event, at the Tokyo event, they actually showed gameplay, and it does look like a definite increase in gameplay. The gameplay looks better, and it definitely looks worth it. Like, if you are a fan of Splatoon, what do I want to say here? If you're a fan of Splatoon, Splatoon 2 is definitely going to interest you. I think Splatoon 2 has, because Nintendo's really pushing it to have this, Major League Gaming / tournament gaming appeal. There's a kind of like what Overwatch has. There's they added a what is that mode where you're just watching, you're not actually playing, a spectator mode. I'm not sure why. Like I said in the video I recorded of Splatoon. I haven't uploaded those videos. I will eventually. Or maybe not. They aren't the best, so I might. Sorry, my nose is a little stuffed still. I might end up just not uploading them because I talked about some stuff that was very close to me and things I have problems with in my life, so might not end up uploading them just because I don't know if I'm ready to start talking about personal shit yet. But Splatoon 2. Oh, right, back to Splatoon 2. What they showed off at the event were new specials, how the controls are going to work now that you don't have a touchscreen to jump from map to map. The specials look awesome. There's like this slamming mode. There's this slamming special where the point is to jump into the air. Seriously? What the shit? For what time? Stars today. How am I supposed to get up there? I'm not seeing any visible blocks here. Oh, there are no invisible blocks here. So, like I was saying with Splatoon 2, we're getting new specials. They showed off all of them. Well, some of them. And one of them they showed off was like when you have to jump to use it. Oh, I don't think you have to jump. The moment you use it, they kind of jump, but they punch the ground and it does like an explosion. And it showed a good way to use it is when you're like if you play Splatoon, you work to a partner and that partner was surrounded. What a lot of people do, and I've done it myself, is quit this level because I'm done with it. It was very annoying. What a lot of people will do. Oh, 7 minutes left. Is they'll just stand there and wait for everybody to jump to that person, and as they jump to that person, you know, they get ambushed. What they showed is that if you use this special, you can use it while jumping. Damn it. Shoot. Sorry, I got distracted by what just happened. Anyway, you can use this special while doing a warp to, you know, a jump to a partner. And if they're surrounded by enemies and they're just standing there, you can use that special and punch the ground. It instantly kills like people in a certain, like it was a short range special. So it's definitely something you would use when you're around a lot of enemies. You're surrounded and you have it. It was like the shield and this is weird. It's like essentially it's like the shield in the first one where it's really meant to be used in emergencies. Like it would be stupid to waste a shield on essentially, oh, here's I just got my special, let me use it, and it's the shield and you wasted it. It's best to use when you're surrounded, when you need to get rid of enemies quickly, anything like that. And sorry, keep getting distracted by the game. Yeah. And I guess I kind of forgot what was going on. They also showed off a homing missile special, and yes, I know I stopped talking about the shield and how this isn't replacing the shield. They didn't say that. That's the one thing I want to get out of the way. They didn't say if we were getting the old specials back at all or not. I hope we do, along with the new ones, because I like the old ones. But if not, then I understand why they would do that. It's just I would rather they not do that. So you have these. One of the other new specials they showed was these giant rockets Hope the microphone to pick that up. These giant rockets that you shoot off your back. They showed it in the preview. Excuse me. At the event, but when they were actually playing it, these giant rockets would shoot out, and like you would hold on to it rather than like the big rocket from the first one where it lands in an area and it like covers a large amount of area. This this rocket would you would look for players in your view, and then it would lock onto them, and these rockets would then home after that person. Now the person can dodge it, but the rockets are set to home after them. So I thought that was cool. A strange level. They didn't show any of the. They didn't show the. Yes, it did. They showed the jetpack. What it does is like there was in the preview trailer, they showed you that you got a jetpack, and then they showed it in gameplay. The jetpack works kind of like Flood. It does allow you to fly. It does lift you up, and you also get like a version of the blaster, in which it shoots out, and when it does shoot out, it's in these explosive balls like the blasters, and so when it impacts, it has like a range. Oh wow. Okay, no, that's 3 minutes. Sorry, I thought it said 1 minute. So it has like a specific range of when it impacts, and I think that's cool for a special. It does make you a target though. You're not fast when you have that jetpack on. You're actually really slow. So it's something you would have to watch out for. You're now just one big target for anyone who wants to just go ahead and take you down. Like if you have a blaster, but you're not invincible, so someone else has a blaster below you and it's shooting at you, and you don't get them. You know, waste of a special, but you know, I guess that's its caveat. Can't have it be perfect. What they didn't show is the giant rain cloud, which is something I did want to see. They also didn't show off the dual wielding. They were using the dual wielders, but they didn't show how they work. And I wanted to know if maybe they control differently. But they didn't show that, and I thought that was a bit too bad. I was really hoping they were going to show how that worked. Is it dual analog stick? One stick controls one stick controls one gun, the other stick controls the other, or is it something different than that? We don't know. Another thing they didn't show are new modes. They didn't say if the other modes were coming back either. So don't know anything about that. They only showed, just like when they were showing off the original Splatoon, they only showed Turf War. They didn't show damn it, it's King of the Hill mode that I hate so much. But will still play even though I can't stand it. Now they didn't show off the Rainmaker, and they didn't show off or even say if they would return the other mode, the tower mode, which is my favorite mode. And so, you know, it'll be interesting to see if there are other modes. Well, this video is almost at its stopping point. I got 30 seconds left. Talked about Splatoon 2. I'm looking forward to it. I'm definitely gonna buy it. Next game I'm gonna talk about Mario Odyssey. See you next video.